Flexibility. It's far more than just a flashy trick you see in martial arts demonstrations. It's the silent force multiplier, the often unseen edge that separates the good fighters from the truly great. It's the key that unlocks explosive power you never knew you possessed, the shield that prevents crippling injuries that can sideline your training, and the secret to achieving the effortless fluidity of a true martial arts master. This isn't your average run-of-the-mill stretch routine. This is a masterclass in fighter flexibility, a deep dive into the 4 essential pillars that forge an unbreakable, adaptable, and high-performing physical form. We'll delve into the underlying science of flexibility, dispel common myths, explore inspiring examples from legendary fighters, and equip you with practical tools and techniques you can immediately implement to sculpt your own elite level of flexibility. Prepare to elevate your fight game to unprecedented heights, to unleash a new level of power and agility, and to experience the transformative power of true fighter flexibility. Chapter 1. Foundations of Flexibility and Muscle Physiology. Understanding. The why. Our journey to mastering fighter flexibility begins with a fundamental understanding of the why behind it. We need to go beyond simply performing stretches and understand the physiological processes at play. Forget the outdated myths and misconceptions. True, functional flexibility isn't about magically lengthening ligaments or tendons. It's a two-pronged process involving both muscular adaptation and neuromuscular control. Muscular adaptation refers to progressively training your muscles to tolerate and even enjoy greater ranges of motion. Neuromuscular control involves refining your nervous system's ability to smoothly coordinate and control those stretches, ensuring that your flexibility is not just passive but also active and usable. Think of your muscles as finely tuned instruments in an orchestra. We're not just yanking on the strings haphazardly, we're systematically retraining them to play a wider and more complex range of notes, from the deepest bass to the highest treble. And your nervous system? It's the conductor of this orchestra, orchestrating the symphony of movement, ensuring that every muscle fiber fires at the right time and in the right sequence for optimal performance. Before you embark on this transformative path to enhanced flexibility, it's crucial to take a thorough look at your current warrior's inventory. Assess your current level of flexibility, not just with subjective estimates, but with precise measurements. How high can you kick? How far can you reach in various directions? Document these measurements meticulously. They are the map that will guide your progress, allowing you to track your improvements and stay motivated. If we look at the legendary Bruce Lee's incredible fluidity and grace, we can see that it wasn't simply an innate talent. It was something meticulously crafted through dedicated training and a deep understanding of the principles involved. He understood the science of stretching, emphasizing controlled, deliberate movements rather than just bouncing or forcing his limbs. He incorporated advanced techniques like proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, PNF, stretching and isometric holds, focusing not just on achieving a greater range of motion, but also on developing strength and control within that range. He was an architect of movement, building his flexibility brick by brick, with intention and precision. You can emulate Bruce Lee's intelligent and systematic approach by setting SMART goals for your flexibility training. SMART, as you may know, stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of a vague goal like become more flexible, aim for something specific and measurable, such as increase my side kick reach by 6 inches in 8 weeks. Furthermore, embrace the fundamental principle of progressive overload, a cornerstone of all effective training programs. Don't just passively stretch, actively train your flexibility. Gradually increase the duration, intensity, or frequency of your stretches, just as you would with strength training, to continually challenge your body and stimulate adaptation. Chapter 2. Dynamic warm-up and neuromuscular activation. Igniting the forge. Next, we ignite the forge and prepare the body for intense training with dynamic warm-ups. Forget the outdated advice about static stretching before training. We're not trying to put the body to sleep. We're preparing it for battle, for explosive action, for peak performance. Dynamic movements mimic the techniques used in fighting, increasing blood flow to the muscles, raising core body temperature, and, most importantly, activating the nervous system, priming it for the explosive contractions required for powerful strikes and agile movements. These aren't just random flailing motions, they're a carefully selected arsenal of movements, each drill designed to prime your body for the specific demands of your martial art. Kickboxers, for example, should focus on leg swings, hip circles, and dynamic hamstring stretches to improve kicking range and power. Grapplers should emphasize shoulder rotations, core activation drills, and neck bridges to enhance joint mobility and stability. Boxers should prioritize rotational movements of the torso, shoulder flexibility exercises, and dynamic stretches for the arms and legs. Anderson Silva's striking mastery, for example, was honed not just through years of sparring and pad work, but also through meticulous preparation. His dynamic warm-up wasn't just a routine, it was a ritual, a precise and deliberate sequence of movements that primed his body and mind for the challenges ahead. It was a crucial part of his preparation, setting the stage for his explosive and unpredictable fighting style. To apply this principle effectively, follow the 10 to 15 minute rule. Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes to dynamic warm-ups before each and every training session. Treat it as a meditation in motion, a way to connect with your body, focus your mind, and enter the flow state. Start slow and deliberately, gradually increasing the range of motion and the intensity of the movements as your body warms up. Focus on controlled movements, not just speed, so you can truly feel and understand what is happening with your body, ensuring that you're activating the correct muscle groups and preparing them for the work ahead. Chapter 3. Integrated Strength and Flexibility Training, the Symphony of Power. Now we orchestrate the Symphony of Power by integrating strength and flexibility training. These two elements aren't separate entities. They're inextricably intertwined, each enhancing the other in a synergistic relationship. Building strength through a full range of motion not only increases power, but also reinforces and expands flexibility gains. It's about developing usable strength that is available to you throughout your full range of motion. Integrate flexibility work into your strength training sessions. Perform targeted stretches between sets of your strength exercises, focusing on the specific muscles you're working. This active recovery approach enhances blood flow to the muscles, improves range of motion, and builds strength in those newly acquired ranges. It's a way of maximizing your training time and ensuring that your muscles are both strong and flexible. Today's elite fighters understand the power of integrated training. They combine plyometrics with stretching, building explosive power while simultaneously increasing flexibility. They're not just strong, they're strong and flexible, a deadly combination that allows them to generate incredible power and execute complex techniques with fluidity and grace. Start applying the principle of progressive overload to both your strength and flexibility training. Gradually increase the weight, reps, sets, duration, or intensity of your exercises and stretches. Focus on functional movements that translate directly to your martial art, movements that mimic the demands of fighting. This is the warrior's path, forging a body that's not just powerful, but also pliable, resilient, and capable of performing at its peak. Chapter 4. Recovery, Fascia Mobilization, and Long-Term Maintenance, the Temple of the Body. Finally, we tend to the temple of the body, recovery. This isn't just about relaxing on the couch. It's an active and essential process that optimizes your training gains and prevents injuries. Central to this is fascia mobilization. Static stretching post-workout helps muscles cool down and lengthen, reducing stiffness and promoting relaxation. Foam rolling and other forms of myofascial release target the fascia, the connective tissue that surrounds your muscles, improving its elasticity and reducing stiffness. Prioritize sleep and hydration for optimal muscle repair and growth. Consider incorporating active recovery workouts, light exercises that promote blood flow and reduce muscle soreness without putting excessive stress on the body. Elite athletes understand that recovery isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, a crucial component of their training regimen. They employ a variety of methods, from cryotherapy to specialized massage, to ensure their bodies are ready for the next challenge. They understand that longevity in the sport the ability to perform at a high level for years to come, is built on a solid foundation of consistent and effective recovery. While not everyone can access the high-level recovery techniques used by professional athletes, everyone can improve their recovery practices. Start by structuring your week around a 7-day cycle, incorporating active recovery days, rest days, and varying intensities of training. Most importantly, adhere to the Warrior's Code. Listen to your body. Don't push through pain. Rest and recover when needed. A truly strong and wise warrior knows when to fight and when to heal. Mastering fighter flexibility is a lifelong journey, a continuous refinement of your physical instrument. By understanding the foundations of flexibility, igniting your body. With dynamic warm-ups, integrating strength and flexibility training, and prioritizing recovery, you can unlock your full potential as a martial artist. Embrace this path, and you'll not only enhance your performance, but also cultivate a deeper understanding of your body and its incredible capabilities. Now, go forth, forge your fighting form, and unleash the warrior within. Did you enjoy watching this video? If so, leave a like, share it with your friends and training partners who are also striving to improve their flexibility and martial arts skills, and subscribe to the channel for more martial arts tips, techniques, and training advice. Don't forget to drop a comment below with your questions, suggestions, and any topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. We love hearing from our community and value your feedback.